So you get involved, like most people that have looked at network marketing, and you became successful in what, a week? 2 weeks?
No.
A little bit longer?
No. It took about 4 years before I was earning enough to cover all of my outgoings.
Okay.
And then another 3 years on top, so 7 years in total to start to really live the lifestyle.
Oren, 7 years, most people would quit after a year, don't they?
It's amazing to me when I think of network marketing is how many people will think have not even a second thought of 4 years of college and then 2 years or 3 years or 4 years for a master's or doctorate. They'll spend 8, 10, 12 years getting an education so that then they can work and get paid, and then tomorrow they have to show up if they want more money.
Yeah.
And yet, in the same time frame, when we say 7 years, everybody's like, 7 years? Wes, how did you do it? And yet, if we think about how many people are going to be watching this video, have gone to school for 7 years plus, and yet still are in that, I sell time today and I make a certain amount of money. They may have a great profession, but you're only getting paid for what you did that day. And yet you went in that 7 years and you built a residual income stream that you're still being paid today for work you might have did 10 years ago or even longer. And so when you look at it from a perspective, it's a mature time frame. So many people, they spend 10, 15, 20 years messing up their finances, and they want to get started in something and fix it in 2 to 5 weeks, or 2 to 5 days, or 2 to 5 minutes. And I'm like, it's, this microwave mentality is like, you have to develop a mature time frame. And Wes, one of the things I see is one of your absolute strengths is your ability to think long term. That when I read 4 years to break even, I recognize most people aren't going to do that. And yet, they will spend 4 years to go in the hole. Most people get student loans, etc. After 4 years, they got $50,000 to $100,000 in debt just so they can go apply for a job. You, on the other hand, said, if it takes me 4 years, if it takes me 8 years, if it takes me 10 years in order to build a residual income stream, it's still way better long-term results when compounded over time. Yeah. So I respect you and think that one of the major advantages you had is because you saw that model of your dad, you knew that it was out there. You'd seen someone live it. And then you knew you had the vehicle, and then it was just a matter of getting Wes to become the right type of leader, the right type of person to be able to produce that result long term.
And what Oren's covering there is basically a reframe. It's a perception reframe. We're not saying don't go to college. If you find your passion in college, you say, I want to be a doctor, an attorney, that's a path. But at the same time, don't say, oh, waiting 4 years before I can actually get a network marketing business rolling and creating passive income, that's far too long.